all of them are ballistic. All of them are ballistic movements. You go from 0 to 100 like that. Hey, welcome back. I'm just in the middle of my warm-up right now. I figured warm-ups are important. Why not talk about it? So let's talk about that. Alrighty, so we just finished up at Westwood Track. And as you can see, it is pitch black outside. It is only 6:30 right now, and you are going the wrong frickin' way. What are you doing? You're literally going the wrong way. You're looking at me like I did something wrong. I'm heated right now. There are 3 or 4 signs that say do not enter or wrong way. It is pitch black outside, and we are headed into the dark ages. I finally got the GoPro mount for my windshield that I was talking about in the last video. If you haven't already, go check that video out. The link will be in the description or in the card right, one of the corners, I don't know. I want to tell you what I do to warm up. So I started off with two chill laps. I started with some skips. I did a light jog, went up to a stride, and I started with my 2 laps. And then after the 2 laps, we do leg swings. We do that on both sides. We do 2 different types of calf stretches. It is Halloween right now, and I am trying to not hit anybody. Then I went through all of my dynamic warm-ups. Those are the knee hugs, the quad pulls, and then, the ankle pulls that nobody really cares about, and honestly, I don't see the use in them, but I do them anyway because coach tells me to, right? Then we have the lunges, side lunges, and my personal favorite, the hamstring stuff, because I know I have really tight hamstrings, so I need the blood flow to my hamstrings. And I personally have had many hamstring injuries, so I know how important it is to actually get that blood flow going. Then you get into your technique stuff. So for runners, for me that would be, or for runners, jumpers, for me as a multi, that would be your A skips, your B skips, your C skips. Maybe you're doing power skips. If you're a jumper, trying to get more of that ballistic movement in, some bounds. I love bounds. Well, I did not do enough of bounds last year. So as you can see, there's a trend here. You're gradually building up to what you need to do. Warming up all of the individual muscles, the joints, and then you can start with your really aggressive movements. Distance runners don't really, I'm not gonna say distance runners aren't affected by this because that would be lying, but you can get away with it more if you're a distance runner because you will warm up. You're not going fast, unless you're peak, top level, right? So if you're going on a road run for 5, 6, 7, 8 miles, you're not sprinting that entire time unless you're Euclid, whatever his last name is. And so you're gradually getting up to that the max power output that your legs can handle. Or not just your legs, if you're a thrower, it's your arm too. But throwing is mostly your legs. If some of y'all can find your frickin' legs, you're gonna go up, so your PR is gonna skyrocket. That was directed not to any professional thrower, but some multis. Some of you multis need to use your frickin' legs. Delayed greens. But that's what I do for my warm-ups. Now, again, every event is very specific. So for my hurdles, I have another, if my warm-up is 30, 45 minutes, I have another 30 minutes worth of warming up because I don't want to do any damage to my hips. The technique, it's building up to that technique and that awkward but powerful movement. You don't want to injure yourself. Even for shot put, now it is again, technique. It's building up to that full throw for the throws. I start from my standing throw, then I go to a half turn, then I go to a South African, then maybe a Mac African, then my full throw. a lot of people just kind of skip through the workout. Well, I mean, skips can be involved in the workout, but that's not what I meant, and you know it. People just cruise. I'll say the word cruise. Some people cruise through the warm-up, and they don't really think about it. Especially the sprinters. They don't really think about the warm-up all that often. They're just like, oh yeah, I'll do some block starts, that'll be my practice. So yeah, sprinters, I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't hate anybody, except for one person. If you know who that person is, you must be really close to me. For sprinters especially, there's a saying that the shorter the distance you run, the longer the warm-up needs to be. And that is so incredibly true. Because, think about it. You can't just go from 0 to 100 like that. You need all of the blood flow because you need so much oxygen in those muscles if you are trying to go full speed like that, full force. And you can't get all of that oxygen without the blood flow. The way you do that is by warming up, by doing very specific movements that are required by your event or your sport. In any of my events, except for maybe the 1,000 or the 1,500 outdoor, right? All of them are ballistic. All of them are ballistic movements. You go from 0 to 100 like that. Why would you skip the warm-up? That is the most important part, so you don't injure yourself. Because without all of that oxygen, without the extra blood flow allowing your muscles to become more elastic, you're gonna pull something. You are. And if you're lifting and you don't warm up, your knees are gonna hurt. Your knees are gonna hurt. There's no question about it. Except for those who, those of you who skip leg day. So you can't just jump into it. And that's what I see a lot of people do. They will cut down the warm-up and just kind of cruise through it, like not thinking about it, just, laughing, having a good time. Now, you can laugh and have a good time. I am all for that. Some people think I joke around too much, but I am focused on my warm-up. I am focused on the events that I need to do. I am focused on what is at stake, because what's at stake is my health, and I am never willing to sacrifice my health. But we're at the crib. Je suis arrivé chez moi. We're going to wrap up this video here. Leave a comment on what your warm-up is, because everybody's warm-up is different. How long? The major question is, how long do you warm up for? And do you think it's enough? Anyway, go like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video.